Hello and welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack and we're in Keyboard Corner. And it's a very cold and snowy day outside. I'm full of Subway. No other sandwich is as good. Well, I love a Subway. I'm addicted to it. Anyway, I'm waffling already because we are in uncharted territory today. Lots of people have been asking for us to plug some pedals into bits of kit, and it seems a bit hard to nail down which way to go or what format to do this in. So feel free to angrily comment or nicely comment on there about what we should do. Today, this one is essentially a few chaps in the keyboard department, some nice chaps, just gave me a bag of pedals, and they had a few synths in there, and we've cobbled together this kind of Robinson Crusoe style stand. For all the people that hate my keyboard stand usage, this is going to get you really angry today. I can tell. Look at this. There's a bit of wood. This hardly fits. Oh, we got like a weird gold thing. Anyway, I'm going to just do a little quick bit telling you about what each of these pedals do according to the gospel, which is the Andertons music website. Firstly, little note on, we've got a Boomstar 4075. I've never sat down at one, and just to let you know, I have literally just plugged these in, and when we play with it, I'm going to be going on a voyage of discovery, as if you were sitting down for the first time. I don't know anything about these bits of kit, so feel free to turn off if you don't want to see me try it out. Here we are, 4075. This one is a PHAT synth. Very fat, as they like to call it. Apparently, well, we'll hear what it sounds like. I've set it up. It looks as if, hopefully when we play it, it'll be just, you know, a nice clear, looks like a saw wave. We've got there with a filter open, so it's cool. Anyway, what's interesting about this one, it's got an ARP 2600 filter in it. So that's the one with it. But we're not going to be focusing on that. We're going to see how it just interacts when you get some random pedals and plug them in a line. Firstly, data corruptor from Earthquaker Devices. And I'm just going to look underneath, almost, if you were a person right now, because there's no one in this room at the moment, I've only got I think there's, if I just look to the skies, maybe the Maltese Falcon might speak to me from heaven.
Yes.
Yes, that's good. It's just me and Chris in here today because the snow's kept everyone else away, and I don't think they like me very much. So, data corruptor. It says the data corruptor is one of those pedals that might be quite hard to describe. In fact, this is good. It's boding well, but easy to understand once you hear it. We'll see. It crushes and mangles your guitar synth sound in a way that no other single pedal could, because it amplifies your signal into a crushing square wave fuzz sound. Once that signal is brutally destroyed, it's multiplied and divided and then modulated to create an incredibly complex sound. It has the feeling of turning your guitar into some sort of synth pedal with octave up and octave down abilities too, but not in the traditional sense of pitch shift. I don't think I've had to read out loud since I was about 12, so sorry, this seems like a dyslexic story time. Okay, that's what the data corruptor does. Moving on, the big muff, I don't need to, this is a fuzz pedal on it, it's the daddy of fuzz pedals, and we've just gone for, looks like they've given me the old school looking one. And we're on to the Rainbow Machine. Lovely. Written by Jed van Vingart, who is my man in the my nice South African chap in the store. So what have you written, Jed? Here we are. Here's what Earthquaker Devices have to say about the Rainbow version 2. Welcome to the Rainbow Machine in all its synthetic glory. This one is for experimenters, adventurous, nudists, adventurous and noisemakers. Totally not for purists or nudists or tone hounds. Well, it's selling itself a bit short if it's not very toneful. There are no natural sounds that come from this box. Brilliant. It takes modern DSP and uses it as a tool of future past to create real-time pitch shifting using digital oscillators. Key features: polyphonic pitch shifting, thick doubling, lush chorus, oil can delays, and wild polyphonic harmonies. This is interesting. New recalibrated magic control What does Magic do? Paul Daniels. New version 2 flexi switch allows for latching and momentary, true bypass, silent soft touch switching. Makes a noise to me. Top mounted jacks for effortless pedalboard implementation, especially on 2 random bits of 2x4. Right, lovely. If only the Maltese Falcon would change what I could see. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the Keeley Caverns, as it says on the Andertons website. Keeley have updated their acclaimed Caverns pedal with some great new features and styling. Combining delay and reverb, this pedal is perfect for adding to the end of your pedalboard chain. See what we've done there? Or placing in your amp's effects loop. We haven't done that. With 3 different reverb modes and a delay based off of Keeley's renowned magnetic echo pedal. So I'm thinking Binson-y Echo Recce, which might be nice for some fluidy stuff. This versatile pedal is ideal for incorporating into a tight pedalboard setup. This is taut. This is like Pamela Anderson back in the early 90s. Thanks to its small enclosure and ergonomic top-mounted jacks. Right, I think that's it. Do you feel like I've explained them well, voice of God?
Yes.
Yeah! Okay, so time to see how this thing sounds. I'm going to start off with a dry sound, which, fingers crossed, this sounds faintly human. I'm trying to keep it so we can keep honest reactions and see what happens, okay? It's going to get weird. Lovely. This presentation will be brought to you by a lot of pentatonic. So, Boomstar. That's what we're rocking with. Just a plain old synthy wave. And now we're just going to turn on the data corruptor. And if you can remember what I said about it, you're doing better than I am. So here we are, turning it on. I'm going to play a middle C. Hasn't changed the noise, you know, it's quite quiet. Right. So it's changed the character, sounds like it to me. I'm probably going to be just stating everything that you can hear for yourself anyway. So just keep going. Now this is... Okay. So it says something about like kind of smashing it into this square wave. So it sounds like it's morphing that into its square wave thing. Let's have it. Now I'm going to try this master oscillator. Sounds like it's just shaking one off there. So it's like triggering an oscillator. Okay, I can hear that. And here it says the octave. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be like a release level. Pretty out there, considering that's what we got. It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but I like it. Let's bring that bad boy back in. Okay, that's great. Well done, Jack. You've made an ambulance noise. Fabulous. Let's see if we turn it. Let's see what happens with this. And this rate here. Oh, there we go. It's got rid of the weird kind of shaking off at the end. Whoa! Raucous stuff going on there. Let's have a look and see what happens with this sub-octave. Maybe if I'll play a bit higher up the keyboard, filter this down so it doesn't set off your cat, if you've got a cat. Turn it. There's that ARP 2600 filter. Let's just sweep it. Just for shits and gigs. Bit of attack on that. Yeah, something like that. And see, so it's got a sub-octave harmonic thing. Let's try that out. Take the oscillator out. You can hear it totally take over the character. You see that the frequency is not really doing much. Woo! I quite dig that. That's kind of weird Bon Iver type stuff. Subharmonic. Let's listen to it. What is going on there? Four major. Ooh, getting a lot for one. Hey, we're just rambling on today, but one of my things about monophonic synths is they're a lot of money. Really, it's a lot of money for a note. When a guitar player can buy a guitar for a lot less than what this box does, even though it's got that lovely quality of tone, something like this is giving me a whole world of. It's basically giving me a duophonic synth. Right, has it got? No. I was just seeing if it's maybe expression pedal fiddly or whatever. Okay. Okay, root. Let's just try it. So we'll just play a C and see what that does. Really dirty stuff going on. Let's bring in the other oscillator. Oh, it sounds terrible, yeah. Right, last thing to try, this vibrato thing. Let's give it a go with just the normal oscillator. Does nothing. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 Okay, I can see how that might do something. Yeah, it's like plastic surgery for monophonic synths. A lot of augmentation there to the sonic breast of the Boomstar. Right, data corruptor. We'll kind of combine them a bit. Let's just listen to see. Now we're moving on to the Big Muff. Let's go back to our common all-garden synth sound. Cool. Okay, Big Muff. Whoa, a little bit of noise. That's where I think maybe it might want to be there. We just tried swapping them around, the Big Muff and the data corruptor. Not many days you can say that, but we just did it and it didn't make any difference. So I'll just show you what happens anyway when you turn on a Big Muff. And I'm sure, guys, you've tried this before, you probably knew this was going to happen, but I don't know, we're just literally trying it out in front of your eyes. That's what happens. If I turn the sustain all the way down, which is kind of like the drive. Big Muff off. Big Muff on. Off. Half must sustain, y'all. Interestino. Bagger it, let's just turn it all up. So it's doing something a lot there, that's dry. I reckon if you put a noise gate in there, you've got yourself quite a unique tone. So I went a bit off-piste here with the resonance and the filter, so let's go back to normal. That's the Big Muff. Now, Rainbow Machine. Let's just try it out. Jeez Louise or Queeze. We've got kind of everything. Let's just see what happens. I really don't know what this will sound like, Chris. Again, let's start with a... Hey! Okay. I mean, the silent switching. Maybe it's silent electrically. There we go. Read a book, Jack. Okay, let's stay here. Let's stay here with... Rainbow Machine activated. Sounds like Did it say something about an oil can delay? It did, didn't it? It's a little delay in there. Okay, let's play with this secondary function. No, primary. Let's go primary. Turn secondary down, what happens? Nothing. Primary, up. Max it. Half mast. Like a slapback almost. Again, I'm so sorry if you know about this. And you know, I'm just trying to figure it out and see how these things interact. You know, just go do something like make a cup of tea if you don't like it. Or have a Red Bull. Here we are. Right, primary, secondary. What if we go primary and secondary? 2 quick delays, it sounds like. Tracking. Pitch. Okay, this is getting pretty weird right now. It's getting pretty, but I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel pretty comfortable with it getting weird. All right, let's turn this down. Let's see if we can. What are you doing, Rainbow Machine? I don't know. I don't know what you do. Primary, up. Secondary, up. Pitch. Up. Right, and we haven't activated the Paul Daniels magic switch. It's like a modulated steam train.
Probably the best example I've ever heard.
Absolutely bloody bonkers, Earthquaker devices. Love it. No idea on earth what you do other than probably, I'd suggest, doing some form of mind-altering drugs before buying that to justify your purchase. Because I don't see, like, if you're making a nice pop song with some C major chords in it, not sure how that quite works. Okay, we're into something that might work here. And that is the Robert Keeley Caverns. Missy P. Anyway. Okay, we just had a little brief interlude that I'm sure you don't care about, but my little microphone here just turned off whilst I was probably saying something of, yeah, equally less, I'm babbling on like a baboon. And what's nice is this microphone ran out of battery, so you didn't have to hear it for at least for a small bit. But we were just checking out the reverb section, and I flicked through the shimmer, the spring, and the modulated. Anyway, Caverns, fair play to Robert Keeley. He is doing a lot of these multi-function pedals at the moment. And I think that represents, it's a really handy bit of kit at the end of such a chain, or maybe just to put at the end of a synth that has no reverb, or delay, because it's reverb and delay. So let's listen to the delay. That is the synth sound we've got. Hey, let's listen to the delay. Oh. So you can hear it's putting in some modulation there, I think, or something. So listen, deep light. Okay. So it's got the blend mix knob. Let's put it on with a reverb. Let's go for just the spring with the rate down. Let's see what that sounds like and get a bit of this going in. Loving how that's crunching up. You might not be, but I like that. I like a bit of crunch. Now, it's got modulation. Let's bring some in. Let's hear it just a delay. Deep oh, hang on. Off. Deep. Yeah. Okay. Interesting that you can get more modulation if that's what you're going for. See how long it goes. Interestino. I've seen a few videos by a young, handsome chap who's, and he's very generous as well, very generous chap, and often prone to giving people lots of money, and that's Anderton. And I've seen him do some of these, and he always likes just whacking them all on. So should we see
Yeah.
what happens? Ooh, this is gonna sound like well. You know it's going to be good when it's making that noise without even playing anything. I think we'll leave it there, shall we? Thanks for, if you stuck around this long, I'm sorry that just happened. But please do join us in Keyboard Corner, and we will feel free to slag me off, maybe say something nice, but no. Actually, I don't need that. More constructive criticism. This is an experiment, as you could tell, so maybe I know that you guys know a lot more about this than I do, so ask for what you want, and maybe we shall give to thee. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Andertons YouTube keyboard channel. If you play guitar or bass, or you're a drummer, or you're into music technology, you might find one of our other YouTube channels interesting, and I'll put links to those in the description below. So if you'd like more information on the products we featured in this video, please click up here. If you'd like to watch another video from the Andertons keyboard channel, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing, please click down here. And if you'd like to subscribe to our keyboard channel, please click down here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.